All right, everybody, Kenji back for another vintage cube draft instead of our generally normal scheduled constructed of some variety. Yeah, let's just jump right in. Vintage cube, no opening power, which always is a nice thing to get, but we still have some fine cards to choose from. Most stand out to me is probably just the Planeswalker Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Other fine cards, you got like Force of Will, Ganti, some lands, but none of them that are fetchable. Spellseeker's always nice. Hierarch is fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind just taking the Planeswalker here. Either that or Force of Will seem good. You can't really go wrong with Planeswalkers, though, and this pack is generally pretty unexciting anyway, so let's just take the Teferi and see if we can end up in something nice after that. Ooh, should we just jump right into the blue-white control deck? Nice little counterspell hiding over here on the right side of your screen. Otherwise, we have like a Shelldock Isle, which is another fantastic card, though I don't tend to take it as highly as I probably should. Balance is always fantastic. Love that card, especially good with things like signets and whatnot. And then, yeah, like a signet in the pack. I'm going to go ahead and take the counterspell here. We already have Teferi, so, you know, play Teferi, draw a card, untap 2 lands, hold up counterspell. Seems like a reasonable type of line that we can take here. Funny thing is, balance tends to wheel more often than you would think for how powerful that card is. So I'm not going to be super surprised if it comes back around. Okay. Third pick now, and after taking these 2 cards, I can take like the Grand Master here, the Soulfire Grand Master, already good with Counterspell, or I could take like Opposition. The Opposition, you really obviously need creatures in your deck, and I prefer it more in blue-green decks than anything else. But we could take it here and maybe go into a blue-white like creature-based deck of sorts. I mean, the card just has very high upside, so don't really see how I can pass it here. I mean, we could also end up in like blue-green splashing Teferi, so yeah. Opposition just too strong to pass. There's a Gideon here, a Path, a Signet, Elspeth Conquers Death. Some really good choices for a blue-based deck. I think I'm going to go with the Signet here over any of these white cards. I think if this was Swords to Plowshares, I would take it, but Path a little bit worse, so I'm going to go ahead and just take Siggy here. Oh, wow. And that's kind of gross. Treasure Cruise, Ashiok, Ugin, Godless Shrine, some other good blue and white creatures. The Thalia is going to be a little bit awkward. I think it's probably just a Planeswalker pick here. Both Ashiok and Ugin are so fantastic. Man. I mean, Ugin is a hard card to beat a lot of the times. I don't like passing Ashiok, but I think the overall power level of Ugin means I should probably take it here instead. Okay, and now we got kind of a lesser pack here. I guess I could probably go with Huntmaster if I'm trying to do some opposition nonsense. I don't really see myself taking Silverblade Paladin or Hangerback Walker. But opposition into Huntmaster is certainly a line. And I've kind of come around to this card. I didn't initially like it, but it does a pretty good impression of like a Grave Titan in the green deck, so nothing wrong with that. And holy smokes, this is a pack full of cards that probably shouldn't still be here. We have a Palace Jailer, which is very good. Blade Splicer, fantastic with opposition. Phantasmal Image, just a very solid blue card. And then like a Sylvan Library, which is one of the better green cards in general. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to take here. In fact, even a Golgari Signet looks really good. Wow. I think raw power level, I like the Sylvan Library, but man, the Jailer, the Splicer, and the Image are also good with opposition too, but that was a crazy strong pack. Yeah, and now we have like Leovold if we wanted to, but I think the pick here, and a fantastic sign for us, is just the Llanowar Elves here. We already saw this Sylvan Library come 7th pick, so it does feel like green is somewhat open. And Llanowar Elves is fantastic with the opposition, of course, and just ramping up into some big fatties. So this is looking to be a pretty solid start. We even wheeled like the Ignoble Hierarch out of the pack. Eternal Witness also somewhat of a consideration. Obviously, if this was Noble Hierarch, it'd be so much better, but still kind of hard to pass a mana dork like this, I think. Yeah, now we're just going to take the Wall of Roots. Wield the Balance, but I think we're going to shy away from like the hard blue-white control deck and maybe go into more blue-green, maybe splashing the hero, but we are certainly doing some ramp stuff right now. Pretty nice that we got the Bar of Soap here too, like the perfect signet to add blue and green. I think the top 2 choices for this deck, if we're talking about lands, are going to be like the Tropical Island and the Breeding Pool. Those cards are just going to be cards that I cannot pass unless there's like a piece of power or something, just because of how good they're going to end up. As we get a late finale. Storm the Festival is actually not bad. I've been tinkering around with this card, and it is okay. Maybe it's not good, but it's fun. And you know what? Right now it can hit like Teferi in opposition, so I think it's worth taking. And you can just see how open green is here, as we're getting like a 13th pick Courser of Kruphix. Fauna Shaman as well, although I don't really care for Fauna Shaman, but yeah. Green is the place to be, and given the fact that we took the opposition, I think we're in a really good spot. Okay, pick number 1 of the second pack. Not looking too good here. We have a Wasteland, which I could certainly take. Tracker. Some green duels, and then like a Search for Tomorrow. Again, not a pack to write anything home about. I kind of want to take the Search for Tomorrow or the Tracker, but I guess given the fact that I have Teferi, it's going to be hard for me to not just take this Temple Garden for some easy fixing. So let's just go ahead and do that. Pretty mediocre pack. Still on the lookout for some blue fixing. Ooh, as we get a Fast Bond here. Okay. I already have Courser of Kruphix. I think this card is 90% of the time bad, as in you build a deck, or rather it's put into the wrong decks. The upside of this card though is so high that I think I like taking it, and like I said, I already have the Courser of Kruphix to go with it, so that's a nice little combo. Draw 7s become really good, that type of thing. So I'm going to pass the Karn here and take the Fast Bond just because of the potential, but not necessarily because it's currently good. Hollowed Fountain now, a pretty solid pickup for the Splash Teferi. I could also take the Hermit here, which is pretty absurd with opposition, but I think with how green has been open, we can just plan on wheeling that and take the Hollowed Fountain here. Other good considerations like Click and Toski, but Hollowed Fountain, wheel the Hermit is my plan. Another solid pack here. There's that Swords to Plowshares I was talking about earlier. Otherwise, we take a Ramanap Excavator, which it doesn't look like does anything in my deck yet. I did just pass that Wasteland. But we do have Fast Bond already too, so Excavator with Fast Bond, if I can get a fetch land, can thin out my deck very well as well. So this has, again, super high upside. Really reasonable splash if you want to take the swords here, but I'm going to go with the Excavator. Oh, wow. Oh, and of course they have to put all of these cards in the same pack. Foothills is amazing for us. Hierarch is amazing for us. And Craterhoof Behemoth is, I guess not amazing, but just a really good top-end card to have, man. This is rough. I think I'm going to win more games if I take the Hierarch with this deck. But Foothills and Craterhoof Behemoth are so, so good. Man, the fetch is like especially tempting because I have the Courser and I just took Ramanap, but I think we're going to win more games just by taking the Hierarch, so let's do that. A sad pick, but I think a necessary one. Okay, pick 6. I've never found Uro to be very good in Vintage Cube. It's just, it doesn't do enough, and it's often too hard to actually get the escape value out of it, so I'm not even going to consider that. We have like Avacyn's Pilgrim, which helps splash for Teferi, Lotus, Mindslaver, and Chartercourse. And we're just going to keep taking Mana Dorks here. This one does fix for Teferi as well. If we're really lucky, we're going to end up wheeling the Craterhoof Behemoth, but I'm not going to get my hopes up on that one. All right, another easy Savannah. And that's going to give us basically all the white fixing we need for Teferi. I mean, look at our lands already. Renin 7 over Knight of the Reliquary, yeah. Renin 7's pretty good with Fast Bond as well. Because Ren draws a bunch of lands, and then, of course, you can play them all with the Fast Bond out. If I had taken that Wooded Foothills, Renin 6 would also be super tempting, but let's just go for Search for Tomorrow here. Some more fixing and ramp. Karnweald, another fantastic top-end win con. It looks like I'm going to be cutting this Storm the Festival, I think. Gargaroth, also a fine consideration if we didn't get this. But yeah, this is looking like a really good Bant ramp deck. There's that Hermit we were planning on wheeling. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible I end up wheeling the Craterhoof with how green is open. Okay, now we need to get like Natural Order. Oddly, Counterspell is probably going to end up being a cut here. Wow, as we will like Mindslaver and Lotus too, which is kind of gross. I've always found Mindslaver to be super, super good. Okay, yeah, so we're like mono green splash opposition and Teferi. That seems nice. And we got the Strip Mine. Perfect. Initially, I saw the carry added and I didn't see the Strip Mine, but we have the Fast Bond, we have the Ramanap Excavator. So Strip Mine now is a fantastic pickup. And I'm not even worried. Like, again, with how open green has been, carry added probably comes back around. Easy Strip Mine there for me. I guess the issue with this deck is that it doesn't feel like super busted. Oh, well, that's going to help a lot on that front. But as I was saying, like, this looks like just an insane Legacy Cube deck. But maybe it doesn't have that that vintage power level, because I mean, I have some good starts and stuff, but I don't have like the fast mana cards like the Mox or Lotus or something like that. But Channel puts me in a really good spot. And we have a lot of good cards to go along with that, so easy pickup. Arbor Elf versus Gaia's Cradle here now. What is more likely to wheel? The Elf? Yeah, I guess the Cradle is less replaceable. So let's take the Cradle and then try to wheel the Elf. Another Elf here, a Monolith here. Ooh, an Arid Mesa actually looking fantastic too. It's often very hard for me to pass a Grim Monolith, but I have enough playables, and a fetch is actually exactly what we're looking for. It can grab the Savannah, the Garden, and the Hollowed Fountain, so it's perfect fixing. And I think we want one fetch minimum. All right, another pretty solid pack here as we have Emrakul, the Promised End, and Devoted Druid. I think we can pretty easily take this Emrakul and probably shave the Mindslaver now. Just an upgraded version of it. Man, another fantastic pack. This doubles up for our Fast Bond if we want it to. I think Reclamation Sage might be slightly better than the Augur, though. Like, you always have hits for this, and since we have like Finale, it's going to be nice to be able to tutor for that in a pinch. Let's take that. Yeah, this deck really came together. Let's see. So I might cut the Ballista here, actually. Dig Through Time, Eureka, Everflowing Chalice. Chalice is just okay here. I could take Seachrome Coast, but I don't need to. I guess we'll take the Coast. We have enough playables already. Coast isn't great fixing, but it's good enough. Oh, man. Okay, another really solid pack. Mystical Tutor grabs Channel and Finale, which gives us a really nice win con potential. But then we have Top with Courser. I mean, I already have the Sylvan Library, I guess. But Top with Courser lets you keep digging deep, especially if we can find the fast bond with it. Oh, this is a rough pick. I think it's Tutor. Just because we picked up the channel, having access to a second channel, in essence, is just way too good. Another Fixer, but I don't know if that's... I guess the Wildwood is probably better than the Seachrome Coast, because we want all of our lands to add green if possible, so... We can cut the... Well, we probably run that too, since we need double blue. It's not like I have Raphelos or anything, so it's not necessary that we have a bunch of basic forest types. Wield the Elvish Mystic. Court of Bounty, also kind of interesting. Monarch card. With Opposition, Craterhoof, and Cradle, I think we just take the Mana Dork. As sad as that is. Wow, last pick, Tolarian Academy. Okay, this deck really came together. Yeah. Let's see. I need to cut one, maybe two cards here. So, what are we cutting? I guess Ren and 7. Yeah, that doesn't seem particularly exciting. And then probably one more card. It could actually be that I'm cutting the Ignoble Hierarch. It's our worst mana dork, I think. Maybe it's a little bit better than Pilgrim, since adding more green is actually useful. I don't know if I want to try to get with 16 or 15 lands. I feel like 16 is probably safer. Especially since one of our lands is a strip mine. It's probably incorrect to cut the Noble, though. I guess I could cut Search for Tomorrow instead. Maybe that's the worst of my ramp cards. Or Ballista. We have Channel with Ballista, though. It's a good mana sink later on. Kind of like trying it like this instead. All right, let's get all of these in. So we're only going to have, well, we're going to have 3 lands that don't add green. The Strip Mine, the Fountain, and the Coast. So I don't need any white sources here. But we do need blue. I get access to 7 lands? Oh no. And you know what? The Arid Mesa only grabs, what, 3 different lands too, which is kind of sucky. I get 8 lands, I guess. So maybe I need to run the Search for tomorrow because it grabs blue. This would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green sources. I wonder if this deck is better off not trying to splash opposition. Could very well be the case. It's just so good though. But yeah, my Noble Hierarch is the only card that fixes for blue. My only ramp card that fixes for blue. Oh, this is tough. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I think I might actually cut the opposition. Weird. And then we run all of the green lands for sure. So maybe it's not even worth splashing to Fairy at that point. And maybe, I mean, I think it's actually worth it to splash the Mystical Tutor, but oh, all these duels go away then, too. Oh, this is really interesting. But yeah, this deck might be a lot better off as just like a mono green, in essence. I guess we still run the Mesa. Yeah, we still run the Mesa in all three of these for fetchable targets, but yeah, I mean, I guess Teferi is still a pretty easy play. But then we run like one island for Search for Tomorrow. And maybe one plains if I'm adding Teferi. Go like that. So let's see. One. How many green sources is that? It's 9 green. So that gives me 12 green sources now instead. Okay. All right, this might be a little bit better then, I guess. My mana certainly gets a lot better trying to not play the opposition. I mean, the Wildwood and the Coast are still like okay if I wanted. I could probably play the Wildwood over one of the forests. But I don't think we actually want to play many tap lands in this deck. So, okay, yeah, let's try it like this and go to round 1 here. After some hard thought deliberation on deck building, we are here for round 1 of this Vintage Cube draft. We're on the draw, as I tend to often be these days. With a, I mean, it's a very mana source heavy hand. Hopefully we can draw a 1-drop off the top. Opponent leading on Faithless Looting kind of scares me, because if they just reanimate something fat next turn, we could have a problem. Oh man, they discarded Upheaval and Blightsteel Colossus, huh? That's kind of terrifying. Hopefully I can find a 1-drop here. We have like 5 or 6 in the deck, I think. Well, that does play, I guess. So yeah, suspend Search for Tomorrow. Maybe not the one we wanted to draw necessarily, but good enough. As our opponent has a Signet on turn 2. Ah, fantastic draw for us. So we can go Plains, Wall of Roots, and then use the Wall of Roots to play the Pilgrim. So this is going to be a turn 3 to Fairy. I mean, hey, that's pretty good. Hopefully they don't have Tinker here. That would kind of... Oh, actually, no. You know what? If they have Tinker, that's good for us. We want them to Tinker for Blightsteel Colossus, because then I can go to Fairy and tuck it. Shock. Watery Grave. Okay. Kolagon's command, kill my pilgrim and make me discard a card. Alright, I will discard the Cynic Signet here. Go get an island with this search for tomorrow. So why did they shock themselves then, I guess? Oh, because they didn't have black. Don't listen to me. Cradle's another good draw here. Cradle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Fairy. Drew a fast bond. Okay. Now we need to find some more action. Hopefully Teferi lives long enough for us to find some action. Oh, they do have Tinker. Well, I hope they don't grab Blightsteel knowing that I have Teferi on the board. But Blightsteel... Oh, Coercive Portal. Okay, that's fine as well. We'll just tuck that with Teferi. And hope they don't have a shock afterwards. Yeah. Say goodbye to that thing. Fast bond pass. No reason for me to play the land out from my hand. Don't need to take the 1 damage for any reason. Time Walk. Okay. So that's just an Explorer, basically. Flashback Faithless Looting. Sure. So they do get to redraw their portal for the turn, but this is basically tapping them out. I mean, I'm not doing anything over here right now, so they have time, sadly. Cliffs and Citadel discarded, no land play. That's a fantastic hit. Let's draw a card. Oh, wow. That is a free roll. So how much mana do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have exactly enough mana with the Arid Mesa fetching a land and putting a land in the graveyard to cast the Emrakul here, right? And I can even cast Hermit first, because this is net neutral with Gaia's Cradle. So that would be 7, 8, 9, and then, yeah, take their extra turn. This is a very good turn for us. They might even just scoop to this. Yeah. All right. Oh, and then we were drawing Finale, which would also kill them next turn. That was pretty good. Looks like versus them, we don't want Ballista. We might actually want to Mindslaver them instead. They seem like a pretty heavy combo-ish deck, so Mindslaver can oftentimes just wreck them. Our biggest fear is the Tinker into an early Colossus, but all right, pretty decent looking hand here. I'm probably just going to strip mine them on turn 1 if they just go land pass. Turn 1 looting. I'm still going to strip mine them turn 1. They discarded 2 lands as well, so they might have kept like 1 or 2 lands, and then strip mine could get them pretty good. Next turn we'll go Forest and Suspend Search. Hopefully draw like a fast bond though would be funny as well. Two mana. Chalice. Alright, we have to hope they don't have Tinker next turn, because I don't really have much to do versus that currently. If they just get Blightsteel Colossus, that is. I can chump for a turn, but... No Tinker, please. Please, 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 no Tinker. Just cast your Faithless Looting. Perfect. And they don't have 2 mana available, so they can't like Shallow Grave a fatty or something. Ooh, Imperial Seal after discarding Inferno Titan is actually kind of scary though. So they might reanimate their Inferno Titan. I guess the hope is that they go tutor for Tinker, and then I blow up their Chalice and get them. That would be the funny play. Go ahead and grab a blue. Cradle again off the top. Let's go ahead and Rex Sage their Chalice and say go. Hopefully they grab Tinker off of that. Seal. Would be pretty funny if we just wrecked them like that. Nice. Kolagon's command. And I'll discard a forest. Alright, I mean, that does take away a mana for me with the Cradle as well, so it's not like that was a bad play. Emrakul. Go land pass. We have 6 mana, 7 mana. Only 3 card types in the yard, so this might be a little bit of a draw go for a bit. Yeah, depending on what they have. I mean, I'm going to assume they have Tinker in their hand then. Right, Hierarch was good. Effectively extra mana since Cradle. Entomb? Yeah, Grizzlebrand in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I draw a land next turn, we get to Emrakul them. So I don't want to use the fetch end of the turn because I want to increase our chances of drawing a land. Sadly, that is not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I can go ahead and play Signet here first. Is there any need to grab another white or a blue source for any reason? I guess if I go to Fairy into Mystical Tutor on the same turn, but that shouldn't matter, right? I don't think it matters which one of these I grab, so we can just grab Plains. And let's just shoot the Duretti, I guess. Oh, no, let's shoot the... Oh, well, I guess if they have Tinker, they get to do that no matter what. Oh, in fact, you know what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to shoot the token. Yeah, this is the play. I shoot the token. Next turn, they go Duretti, make a token, tinker away the token, and then I steal their turn and make them... Yeah, this is exactly. They're going to get Blightsteel, I assume. Then I get to Emrakul them, make them sack their own Blightsteel to the Duretti. Perfect lineup sequence. And I'm also going to be able to bolt their bolt their Duretti with Ugin down to 2. So we're going to kill their Blightsteel, we're going to kill their Duretti. And they probably scoop, I guess. Because Blightsteel makes the most sense to get when I have Ugin on the battlefield. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, and they had top on top with the Citadel. Well, now we might just be dead. They hit like the perfect card. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Okay. Well, that went from assuming I'm going to win next turn to... to good beats. They can reanimate... Sorry, Necromancy there. Grizzlebrand. I mean, they don't have that much life to play with, but... they do have enough. Oh, they hit Time Walk? Holy God. Okay, yeah. That was busted. I don't know what I could have done differently. I just needed to draw a land on that one turn. If I had drawn a land last turn instead of Signet, I would have won, right? Yeah, I was 1 mana short of Emrakul. That's busted. Maybe they don't kill my Noble Hierarch with their Inferno Titan. Maybe they just go all at face. Darn. Yeah, now I don't think I have a way to cast Emrakul next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Oh, actually, technically I can draw a land if they just pass the turn. If somehow they don't kill me here. Oh, alright. Well, that's good enough. Rakdos is returned for maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh, so close. Damn, what a hit. That Tinker into Citadel. I mean, they didn't even use the top. That's the nutty part. Yikes. Oh, man. Well, hopefully we just get it like a channel game here. Because opponent has a pretty nice deck as well. Tutors, Tinker, Citadel. My deck doesn't really put that much pressure on as well, so... I mean, I almost want to bring in Counterspell and opposition just as ways to get them, but I think they might be too slow. Or rather, too hard to cast. Let's see. Nope, sadly cannot keep that hand. Too expensive and no way to get there, really. Okay. I need to find another green source, but this is certainly a keep. I guess I'm going to pitch the Rex Sage here. Well, yeah, I'm going to pitch the Teferi. Keep the Rex Sage. We can Rex Sage something early. Hope is that I just draw a green source for turn 2 Channel Karn. Can't Rex Sage that, sadly. Nice. All right, we'll go for it. And we're just going to eat their land. Might not even be good enough. Because I don't want to minus again next turn and lose my Karn, so... I'm probably going to uptick on their hand next turn. And then blow up a land the following turn, which gives them a turn to do something. Oh, well, looks like they scoop after that. Okay. Maybe they couldn't beat it. I'll take it. Oof, man, that was... Their deck was very good, but... Sometimes you just draw channel and a big old win con, so... Nice. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here we are for round 2 of this Vintage Cube draft. On the draw, as always. And our hand is a stinker. Let's go down to 6, and... yeah, that'll be a keep. Ideally, we draw another green source off the top, or a Mana Dork off the top. But we're going to put back the Craterhoof Behemoth here and go for channel into Emrakul, ideally. Even if I don't draw a forest for turn 2 channel, we still have the search for tomorrow. So for turn 3, potentially. But we did hit. Fantastic. So we can go fast bond here. Savannah, lose a life. Unfortunately, this Cradle... not the card we need. And I'm going to keep the Cradle in my hand. In case they go like Hymn to Turok. Keep one of my relevant spells. Okay, let's go for it. Channel. Nice. Turn 2, Emrakul, the Promised End. All right. Their hand. Oh, wow. Their hand was actually really good. Jeez. In fact, they have Liliana, so this is not even good for me. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I think we lose this game, don't we? I can Liliana make themselves sacrifice a creature. But no, man, I think they win. Liliana is just the perfect foil. Yeah. Oh, did I mess up? Did they have Vampiric in their hand and I didn't do it on upkeep? Oh no, that was the play. That was the play, wasn't it? I think they had Vampiric, so I should have Vampiric here. Oh no. Oh no, if I had Vampiric, I would have been able to go Prowler into discard their hand. Oh, brutal. Well, at least we get to look at their deck. Yeah, I messed up big. Again, assuming they had Vampiric in their hand, I don't recall if they did at the time. I Vampiric on upkeep, draw the Prowler, play land, and discard their entire hand. Gross. Well, that's on me. Guess it's good to get the info, of course, but... Yeah, no, this... I punished myself by not by going to their main phase too quickly. Good beats. So what do we want to put on top? Something irrelevant. I guess we just put like a land on top then. And so what they're going to do is they're going to go land minus kill my or kill my Emrakul, and then the following turn they get to go uptick, discard their fatty, and reanimate. Brutal. Good beats though. I guess I need to draw exactly like Courser of Krufix and go off somehow. Yeah. Oh, I guess I should play both my lands out since they're going to make me discard with Liliana. Well, imagine casting a turn 2 Emrakul and then punting the game. I don't have a Scavenging Ooze in my sideboard. Yeah, this is regret. We can just scoop it up here once they reanimate the Grizzlebrand. Good beats. That's on me. I messed up. I'm going to have to go back and watch that, but if indeed they did have that tutor in their hand, and maybe that's a little bit of hindsight, but tutor on their upkeep, draw the Prowler, discard their hand, and then I just win the game. All right, let's run it back. This is going to be another deck that I'm going to be really, really sad to lose with if we do. But opponent's deck looks like a really good reanimate deck. Oh, man. You know what? Also, because we lost the die roll, we lost the game, too. I mean, obviously it was my fault first for punting, but all right. I'll keep this hand. Turn 1, Avison's Pilgrim. Turn 2, Courser seems fine. How would they know if I'm not streaming? This is going to lose to a reanimate, but I don't think you can mulligan turn 1 Pilgrim, turn 2 Courser. Har har har. Oh, man. Upkeep Vampiric Tutor. Make them discard their hand. Feels bad. Simic Signet off the top. Okay. Well, hopefully they don't entomb me end of turn. Actually, I don't even remember. Did we see entomb in their deck? Probably should have taken a screenshot. So let's see. We draw a Bar of Soap. We draw Emrakul. We go Signet. Tap land. Draw gain a life. Hierarch and attack for 3. Yeah, I mean, hopefully turn 4 Huntmaster is good enough, but I'm not getting my hopes up that it is. All right, 3 mana. This is where they're going to start doing things. Don't hurt me, please. Pass? Okay. Ooh, and we hit a Cradle on the top of our deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Did they have a miscalc? I can't remember what their deck was. I should have taken a screenshot. They know I have Emrakul in my hand, though. I mean, there are just so many different things that they could do here to wreck me. Even just like a Wrath, right? Pretty gross. All right, they hymned away. So maybe they're going to reanimate my Emrakul. Not the worst case scenario if... Okay, they're just going to concede. Phew! Oh, so I should have technically won this match 2-0 in essence. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take out the Ballista and bring in the Mindslaver. Ballista doesn't seem very good versus them, whereas Mindslaver actually does do things, especially since they have like Grizzlebrand in their deck. Sort of Feast and Famine is a meme. Making them discard is maybe not ideal. All right, come on. Go, go, go. How does this hand look? Turn 1 Hierarch. Turn 2 Search for Tomorrow. Turn 3 Finale for like Courser or something. This is not great, but it's a keep. I'm not thrilled with the hand. Another mana dork off the top's not bad, though. So next turn we can actually go Pilgrim. Actually, we might just win with Behemoth finally with this hand. Go Pilgrim, Cradle, Search. Pass. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then grab Finale grabs. Ooh, that's not good. Finale grabs Hermit. Two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, we discard Ugin here. Play land Finale on Hermit. And then go for Hoof the following turn. Oh, or I could just Karn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could just Karn Lily. They do have a Massacre Room in their deck. You know what? This is probably just safest. Especially since they didn't discard a Fatty. Get the Karn online right now before they can get the Fatty in the yard. I think that's a little bit safer. Oh, gosh. There's Grizzlebrand. Do they have the reanimate effect? They do. The animate dead. And the Baleful Strix attacking Karn means I cannot exile again. Alright, well. Feels like we've lost now. Okay. Wow, they didn't cast him last turn. I mean, they get to draw so many cards. I think I'm just going to pass. I think I'm going to go for... I think I'm going to go for a Mystical Tutor. Channel and try to channel Finale for the win, because Grizzlebrand kind of has to attack Karn, but I mean, they draw so many cards here that... Well, we might just be dead with any more interaction for my hand. I wonder, though. Had I gone for the Finale into... Finale on the turn that I played Karn, it might have paid off a little bit better, huh? We'll find out. The worst part about all of this is that they're not going to be at a multiple of 7, so I'm not going to be able to kill them. I can put them to... assuming everything goes off correctly. I mean, we'll see. I'm guessing my hand is going to go away here. Or they're going to have a counter or something. Or I'm not going to have any creatures left. Brutal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the right play was. I liked the Karn minus on the Lily, but it turns out that Finale for Deranged Hermit into Hoof might have ended up winning. I mean, you can make the right play and lose. Oh, that's not good. I just don't know if I made the right play or not. I don't remember seeing like a Mind Twist from their hand. Please kill the Pilgrim. Ah. I needed them to kill the white source and not the green source. So, what can I... Yeah. That kills me, basically. Because now I only have 2 green, so I cannot channel into either of these. Oh, so brutal. Well, I guess we're going to try to cast it into a miscalc. Or a mana leak. Yeah, we knew they had that in their deck. All right, good game. Oh, that's so brutal. Like, I feel like I should have just won this match 3 different times. Game 1, I didn't pause on their upkeep when they had Vampiric. Game 3 here, I went with a different line that ended up losing to what they had. Brutal! Oh, no! Man. I'm so sad when we have good decks like this, but, I mean, my mistakes, right? Like, at the end of the day, if I'm going to lose, at least it's to my own mistakes. That just tells me that there's room for improvement, but always feels bad, especially when we have a deck this solid. So let's go. Let's salvage a 2-1 and, yeah, see if we can get some more wins. Okay, the third and final round of this Vintage Cube draft. We will be on the play with a reasonable enough hand. I mean, really could use a 1-drop off the top, but turn 2 Wall of Roots, turn 3 Courser with maybe a land off the top would be nice. Everybody's so friendly. Oh, so sad. So sad that we're not going to get a trophy with his deck. It's such a beautiful creation. Ooh, a mirror match, perhaps. Indeed. Okay. Well, my hand is not very good versus the mirror match. We're going to need Courser to, like, reveal Cradle. Or something. Rex Sage. Alright, Courser. At least a land. Give me a land on top. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Garrick, okay. Yeah, opponent's ramping better than I am right now. In the mirror match, we do get access to Sword of Feast and Famine. Alright, did find a land there, thankfully. Oh, that's right, we have like Strip Mine nonsense in our deck too, don't we? Yeah, we have Strip Mine and Ramanap, and we have like not seen them. I don't think we need the Strip Mine though. Let's play Simic Signet, and then Finale on 1 for a Mana Dork. I guess we'll get Hierarch for the full mana. And we're drawing an elf next turn. Alright, that's fine. So if there's a land underneath the Llanowar Elf, we can Karn. But yeah, hopefully they don't hoof me before that happens. They're just making another token. Alright, so they're just going wide. That's fine. Winnable game then for sure. Not a land on top. That's too bad. Okay, we'll just play the Huntmaster then, and that should stabilize us pretty nicely versus Garrick. We're always one card away from dying, though, you know? One natural order, one behemoth off the top, one... Uh-oh, here we go. What is it? 6 mana. 7 mana. Yeah, is it the hoof? Oh, it's Terastodon. Okay. Well, so funny enough, if they kill my lands here, we're drawing Ramanap next turn. So that's not the worst case scenario. It does set me back, but it's not like it ends the game. Oh, they're going to go... Wow, okay, they're going to play aggro. They're going to go for blow up 3 of their lands and try to kill me. I love it. Remember, with Terastodon, it is up to 3. You don't have to destroy anything if you don't want to. Okay, this game just got interesting. Man, another non-land off the top. But the good news about the Mystical Tutor is that it would find channel if I don't take too much damage these next couple of turns. I guess that's the problem, though. Pretty likely that I'm going to be taking a little bit too much damage to grab channel successfully. We'll see. If they want to just attack with like all their 3/3s in the Terastodon, that doesn't seem bad. They're just going to send the 9/9 though. That's fine. We'll go ahead and block with the Wolf token for a turn. All the roots. All right. Finally a land on top. Temple Garden on top as well. So we can Karn here. I might just... I kind of want to eat the last card in their hand. But then again, I guess killing the Terastodon might be prudent. Just getting the 9/9 off the board, making their attacks really bad. Actually, that's not even true. Their attacks aren't even that bad. My guess now is that since Karn came down, they're probably going to send all of their 3/3s at Karn just to kill it. And then I'm going to Mystical Tutor for like Channel and Channel Emrakul them or something. Kind of a strange game, though. Okay. Oh, they didn't even attack Karn. Huh. Even better then, I guess. That seems strange that they would do that instead. All right, let's tutor. Let's go ahead and grab that channel. Let's eat the last card in their hand. It is a regrowth. Okay. Channel. So this costs 11. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we'll pass and take their turn, make some bad attacks and whatnot. They drew an island. So I guess we'll put a counter on their Wall of Roots, and then don't think we make a token. Attack with this, this for sure. So that can be eaten by the 2-2, sorry, the 2-3 eats that, the 2-2 eats that, the 2-4 eats that, and then we can eat 2 of their 3-3s. Yes. So 2-2 blocks 1-1, 2-4 blocks 2-2, 2-3 blocks 2-2, and then 13 and 13 and 16, or 6 and 6 block the 3-3s. And then we pass, which flips our pack leader. And hopefully we win from here. All right, not bad. That was actually kind of a strange game, though. Both players ramped, but didn't really do all that much. Looks like Rex Sage was rather weak versus them, and let's just bring in the sword. Not gonna lie, I'm still sad that we lost round 2 to the Reanimator deck because of my own mistakes. 3-0 deck, as I like to say on the stream. 3-0 deck, 1-2 player. Leads us to the perfect 2-1. Hopefully. I don't want to jinx it. We are we are still in the midst of round 3, so hopefully we can finish this one off. Okay, here's the next game of the final round. On the draw with a pretty good looking hand, especially if the opponent doesn't have a 1-drop. Oh! I actually meant to strip mine them here because now they might go land into like carry added or something. Whoops. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. Yeah. The good news is there is some silver lining here. So what I actually could do is I could go what? Signet, strip mine, ballista, shoot the Raphellos. But I think given my hand, I'd rather just completely knock them off. Strip one of their forests and ballista down the Raphellos. Because next turn I can still play double 1-drop for ramp. And Wall of Blossoms is completely reasonable, that's fine. I guess actually, well, now that we drew another land, it's better to go Signet. Might as well play around Daze and Mystic, and this means we get to Teferi next turn. Ooh, that's annoying. I assume they're gonna make a food. Oh, they didn't. They made their Wall of Blossoms a 3/3. All right. Huh. I was not expecting that. That's actually pretty awkward for me, isn't it? And I needed to draw a land there. Wow, brutal. So I could go like Teferi, tuck the Wall of Blossoms. I could also just run out Pilgrim plus Hierarch and attack Oko. Yeah, actually, I could Teferi plus, and that's not even that bad. But I kind of dig going Teferi minus on the Wall of Blossoms here, I think. And that's going to take away their attacker for at least 2 turns. And then in the next couple draw steps, hopefully I can draw a land for the Huntmaster. More unfortunate things happening here. All the Planeswalkers. All right, draw a card. So we can go search for tomorrow. Get another green. Hierarch, Pilgrim, and then with the Hierarch we can actually kill the Garruk, funny enough. Because of Exalted. Oh, forgot to untap 2 lands, no big deal. Yep, I will chump with the Pilgrim. Wall of Roots. 2 cards left in their hand. Ugh. Polychronos is also really bad. Ooh, come on, fatty. Found the channel. Oh! Yes, we did it! We finally get to go channel into Finale for the immediate win. Love it. All right. Man. Feels good. So this is going to give all of our creatures +3, +13, +13 as well. So Emrakul. 27 flying haste at your face. Kaboom, baby. 28 with Exalted. All right. Nice. We got to live the channel finale dream at least once. All right. I mean, I'm going to keep crying and moaning, but I'm so sad I punted the round 2. This should have been a 3-0 deck. It was so good. We moved into green at a very, very nice time. Like, what did I first pick Teferi, second pick Opposition or Counterspell or something? And then green was just super open. We ended up with a nice green deck, and I threw it all away. But that was still fun, enjoyable. And yeah, hopefully you're all enjoying this content here. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button. It does let me know that I should continue to keep doing these things. So yeah, if you don't hit that like and subscribe, I'm not making any more videos. So take that. Anyways, friends, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.